right, let's go ahead and get started. My name is Hunter Smith with MetaStock, and I'd like to welcome everyone to our webinar with Eduardo Gils and TradingTotal on finding and trading high momentum stocks. Most of you have probably watched one of our webinars before and know that we have to kind of get the legalities out of the way first. This demonstration is designed to instruct you on using MetaStock and accompanying software plugins, and it's not a recommendation to buy or sell, but rather guidelines to interpreting and using the specific indicators and features within the software. The information, software, and techniques presented today should only be used by investors who are aware of the risk inherent in trading. MetaStock shall have no liability for any investment decisions based on the use of their software, any trading strategies or information provided in connection with the company. Now, today we're very lucky to have Mr. Eduardo Gils from TradingTotal present to us a little bit more about his methodology. He is actually the CEO and co-founder of TradingTotal. And the company itself is actually devoted to algorithmic trading and its education. Eduardo has an extensive academic background, which really, I believe, laid the foundation for his success as a trader, not only as a trader but also an educator, which I think is very important. So, without too much further ado, let's bring Eduardo on here. Eduardo, can you hear me okay? Possibly. Let's give Eduardo just a second here.
Sorry. I was muted.
Okay. No, you're fine. No worries.
Okay, Hunter. Thank you for the introduction. Just, I would like to share my screen. I think you have to do something, Hunter.
Yeah, I'm changing the. Okay, you should be fine.
Okay. Perfect. That's okay. Let me. Perfect. Okay, let me go to the show. Okay, let's start.
Wonderful.
Okay, guys. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here today. My name is Eduardo Gils. Let me adjust this volume. Okay. My name is Eduardo Gils. I'm TradingTotal co-founder and CEO. And I'm very glad to present this webinar in the name of our company, TradingTotal, and as a MetaStock partner as well. Okay, let me well, more or less, Hunter, talk about our company. Let me talk a bit about our company and what we do, where we are. Our firm is located in Sarasota, Florida, and is devoted to technological trading and education. We develop algorithmic trading systems and algorithmic tools for independent traders, for retail trading. At the same time, we offer a unique technology-based methodology for educating and trading traders in the use of our technological system and tools, using the technological system and tools during this process. So let me now present our today's agenda. Okay, this is more or less what we are going to discuss in this 60 minutes. Basically, our webinar is titled Finding and Trading High Momentum Stocks. But regarding our sequence of topics, we would like to make a little change in our order. We will present first how to trade those high momentum individual cases using our TSS alert systems, to finally discuss how to find those candidates from our universe or your universe of instruments. This is because we will use our TSS system as a part of the final selection procedure. So we need to explain first how the TSS systems work and different topics about the system. So reading our slide, we will analyze first how the TSS systems are composed. Basically, they are composed by 3 elements: buy and sells alerts on price area. In the lower part of the chart, we will find our color trend ribbon. And the number 3 element is the bars, painted bars or highlighted bars. Okay. In addition, we are going to discuss a couple of our proprietary indicators, the S-momentum indicators and convergence indicator, both. We have more proprietary indicators, but today we are going to focus on those 2 indicators, S-momentum and convergence, because, well, for time reasons, obviously. Then we will be reviewing our systems, an overview about the different systems, because it's a set of systems with different grades of aggressiveness, and well, we will be defining how aggressive and conservative, explaining to you how aggressive or conservative each system is. Then we are going to put everything together, analyzing multiple examples in different time frames. Basically, we will be covering today weekly time frames and daily time frames, but at the same time, we will be discussing a few examples in intraday in order to, well, to cover the intraday time frame, and at the same time explaining, in order to explain the different topics when we like to, if we like to refine our entry. The final part of the webinar will be about to find the right stock. I mean, how to find those high momentum stocks, okay? And we will use our TradingTotal high momentum setups, basically one of them, to be used in weekly time frame, using the Explorer functionality, capability in your MetaStock platform, okay? So we are going now directly to one chart in order to show the different elements of our TSS system. Basically, I am watching right now, you are watching right now, CBS chart, Charlie Bravo Sarah, in weekly time frame, where we have all the elements on the chart. Basically, we are talking about the buy and sell alerts. You can read set of buy and sell alerts. In this case, we have much more buy alerts. And this is the highlighted bars. You can see that we paint the different bars, in this case for a long direction, for a bullish situation, we paint with a fluo green color, okay? In the case of the short direction, we use fire red color, a very strong red, right? At the bottom of the chart, we can see this bearish and bullish ribbon. These are our color ribbon showing the trend, basically using the traditional concept related with uptrending or downtrending. And at the same time, some of the systems they incorporated the momentum concept in this ribbon at the same time. So we have 3 elements, okay? And the idea is we have maximum odds when we have the 3 elements present at the same time. That means that the question is, that means that we can take a position if we don't have the 3 elements present simultaneously? Well, no. You can take some positions, for example, if you have 2 elements, but it's obviously more aggressive. So as we champion safety and to use a conservative system, our recommendation is obviously that it's much safer if you use or you take the position when you have the 3 elements at the same time: the signal, the alert, like this case, for example, here, 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 the ribbon into the same direction, long direction, and the highlighted bars at the same time. Okay, this is more or less one of the systems. Our concept, the system is the MTSS number 2. This is a relatively, well, this is a medium aggressive method system, very good, very anticipatory. So it's a good balance. I like this. It's one of my 2 preferred systems, MTSS 2 and the TSS. Let me move to the next slide, because we are already going into the indicators. Okay. First indicator is momentum indicator. It's based on momentum, obviously, and let me just one. Okay. Oh, sorry. This momentum indicator is formed by these 2 plots up here. The yellow one, which you can see that this is a fast momentum indicator, and the slow one, the green color plot. Okay, basically they work as any traditional momentum indicator. We have a neutral area with a 0 level, with 0 reading right here. Okay, and the concept is, in order to take along, we want, as you can see right here, the yellow above the green, both above the neutral level, and both uptrending. So in some way, what you are doing is to overlap the alert condition with the indicator. Okay, right here, for example, you can see that this is a very good position. We have yellow above the green, green uptrending, yellow uptrending right here. Okay, and both above 0 really. So this is fine. This is okay. If we see, for example, these alerts right here, they are fine, but they are a little aggressive, because the green one is just going into the positive direction. Okay, this is okay. You can see that the alerts work perfectly, but it's a little aggressive. This green one is coming from the bottom, from the oversold area, right? I'm not saying that you can't take this. I'm saying that this is a little aggressive. Okay, right now we are much better. It's still a little aggressive because we have this guy here going down sharply. This is the 450 moving average. Okay, this is just 1 second. This is a very strong, very powerful reference of a resistance in this case, and it's going down. Okay, and this one at the same time is the 200 moving average in red color. Okay, the orange one is the 40 or 50, I don't remember exactly in this case, and the green one is 100, right? So we are turning around right here. We are trying to consolidate the uptrending, okay, the up move. So during this transition, all these signals are more aggressive than we are above, than the signals we have when we are above the 450, for example. And even more, well, this is right, perfect, really, is the 200 showing a crossover, the 450. We have all the moving average according to the traditional technical analysis, okay, theory. We are the 220 above the 40, the 40 above the 100, the 100 above the 200, and the 200 above the 450. Okay, but we have signals anyway before all these calls are a little more aggressive. So you have to review your profile, your risk profile, your trading plan in order to decide if you are willing to take, for example, this kind of first signals, this set of early entry, or when the trend is confirmed. Okay. The indicator is a good help, it's a good aid, because you can take a look at the indicator in order to decide. For example, in this case, the green one is already uptrending, the yellow one is uptrending, so these signals are very good. They are the bullish ribbon right here, highlighted bars, the signal, and the indicator is very good. Look, this went up directly with forward, linear movement, okay? Let me now go to explain our number 2 indicator, okay? Just 1 second. The convergence indicator is our proprietary indicator, which provides an extraordinary visual help in order to confirm the degree of synchrony between short-term momentum and long-term momentum. Okay, this is a very simple concept. Basically, we always look for this flat situation into the zero reading or neutral reading, or stable area reading. Okay, basically, we don't care if you are going from here or from here. What we want is to see a flat indicator. Okay, small variations are acceptable, like in this case. Okay, basically we accept something like 8, 7, 10 reading. Okay, minus 10, minus 8 reading as, but the best thing to do is to see how this indicator is working with the stock, because every stock has personality, has volatility, and the same stock in some moment maybe is showing some volatility, and it's not bad in order to use this indicator. It's very visual and very good. You can compare right here how the indicator is working. For example, we have right here 3 sell signals with basically all the time with bearish ribbon. We have the painted bars, okay, highlighted bars. We have the signals and the indicator flat. This is perfect. Look how well this down move was developed. Okay. What we don't like to see is the indicator going away, getting away of the stability zone. We don't like this. Eventually, we can accept some kind of deviation, but going into the stability level, right? This is a very good help. We are going to see a lot of examples where we have this chart and both indicators at the same time. This is weekly time frame, okay? I like a lot the weekly time frames. They are very clean and very useful, because we can apply the traditional concept of, you know, the concept that larger time frames prevail over smaller time frames. So if we have a stock, an individual case, any instrument showing momentum on weekly time frame, well, we can trade the traditional core trade, taking a position based on the weekly time frame, the weekly chart, or we can go down to daily time frame in order to refine the entry and to improve the reward risk, right? Let me now, just in order to show you the rest of the indicators, we are not discussing this indicator today, neither the momentum nor the volume indicator, but I am going to talk a little bit, just a bit, about the indicator. Basically, this indicator is showing you the short-term momentum under the blue plot and the blue area, and the long-term indicator under the green area. Basically, what we are looking for is the short-term crossing above the long-term, both in positive area, okay? So we can see that this is a little messy, this example. I like to use this example. It's moving up, but not through very strong movements. This is basically okay right here. So we are above, the blue above the green positive, the blue positive, and we have a more or less clear up move right here. The same here. Okay? Same here. Okay, it's not so nice, this one, because the green is downtrending. We prefer both uptrending, like here, crossing to the positive area. Okay, let me now show you the volume oscillator. This is very useful when you trade intraday time frames. Very useful. It's not so necessary in daily, weekly time frames, but when you are trading in 5 minutes, 1 minute, 15 minutes, whatever, in intraday time frame, what we want is the short term, the fastest one, above the long term, both going up and both positive. Just one comment. In this case, this is volume, so it doesn't matter the direction, if up or down, we always are looking for positive numbers in both short term and long term. So this was just to show the rest of the indicators. We are moving forward with this slide where we recommend which one to be used depending on the time frame. Okay. In this case, momentum and convergence are always recommended, and when we are trading intraday, momentum and convergence and volume are mandatory. Yes, all of them. And if you are scalping, momentum oscillator at the same time, in order to have everything in agreement. Okay, let me retake the systems right now. This is our systems. 3 groups of alerts. The MTSS and MTS2. The first was the original, named as original here, MTSS. It's very aggressive. It's the most aggressive. Okay. And the MTSS2 and the TSS are very conservative both, and at the same time they are the MTSS2 is very anticipatory at the same time. So both are very good combinations to be applied on any instrument you are willing to trade. The HCSS is more conservative. Here we have the trend in terms of aggressiveness and how anticipatory is each one. The most aggressive is the MTSS original. Then we have the MTSS2, then the TSS, and then the HTSS, which is the most conservative and at the same time the less anticipatory. So obviously, when you use a more aggressive system, well, your reward will be much better. Okay. Let's see, for example, just 1 second. Here, this is the number. The original system. Okay, this is the slide number 12. The MTSS original system, I told you, is well, it was the first one, and is the most aggressive. Yes, the most aggressive system, because it accepts counter trend entries, going into counter trending 200 and 450 period moving average. You can see this one. Basically, look, this 200 moving average going down sharply with a big slope, and you have some kind of entry here that these one are in some way successful. Here we have the sell signals, and you can use the indicator at the same time. You already know how to use it. So this indicator is very good. is more than acceptable. We have the yellow below the green going down, the yellow going down, and both below zero. This is the conditions for a short trading. And you have a sell signal, highlighted bar, and, well, in this system, the ribbon is presented this way. Okay? This is okay. This is a bearish ribbon, right? Let me now use the same example to show the MTSS2 system. Actually, sometimes the MTSS2 can provide more anticipatory entries. Yes, sometimes. In general, it's not a regular case. I mean, in general, the first entry or the first signal or alert will be provided by the MTSS origin. But this is not the case. In this case, we have, yeah, it's the same. Sorry, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same. I'm sorry. Well, very nice. Once again, very nice short. And in this case, this buy alert is going into, downtrend in 450 moving average. So by definition, this alert, it's okay. It's working. You can see that. And but it's aggressive. Okay. The S momentum can give you some kind of the self-confidence, but at the same time there is something that you have to take into account. When the yellow cross down the green and it's going deep into the neutral area, well, if you are starting the trade, tie the stops. We will be talking a little in a few moments about the stop. We will be reviewing the execution, how to execute these signals, these entries, and some criteria in order to set the stop, the original stop loss. Okay? Let me move the same example with the TSS system. More or less similar entries. There is no big difference in this case, in this particular case. Note that in this case, this green one is the short, long term is the green one is uptrending, but we have a more or less sharp down move for the green one. So you have to be cautious here in this kind of area. This is an additional help, an additional element. The system really, it works alone, only with using the three elements of the system. I mean, the ribbon, the highlighted bars, and the alert. But we are using this indicator because we will be able to assess the quality of the signal, okay, using the indicators. Let me move forward. This is another example. This is the HTSS. I mean, the same example using the other method, the HTSS, which is the most conservative. You can see that here we have the first alert right here is down the road. I mean, the system already did something. The other system were providing the alert clearly before of this first one. This is interesting because when you have some kind of sideways condition for the market, the instrument, whatever you are trading, and you are not totally confident about the direction or how reliable the move can be. So if you don't want to be trapped in fakes, well, you can use this system because it will be less profit maybe, but the safety is improved clearly. In this example, in order to compare the different systems, this is AMT, and we have this chart, and now we have all the systems applies in order to see the difference altogether. Okay, you can see clearly that this is the MTSS, the original, the number one, is the most aggressive, we have one signal, 2, 3, 4. The next one, in terms of aggressiveness, is MTSS2, is providing 3 signals. And this one, which is the first one, the most anticipatory signal and the most aggressive signal at the same time, is not provided by the MTSS2. The TSS is providing only one entry. This is more or less a concept, okay? This is more or less a concept in order to decide which is the best system for you, okay? Depending on your risk profile and your situation, your particular situation. We can help you, if you like, in order to decide your specific case. And this is the HTSS. Actually, no signals with the HTSS because this movement, well, is above the 450. It's okay, but it will provide a signal when the movement is a little more extended, more defined, more confirmed. Okay? Let's analyze a few examples. Right here. Let me move here to the number 19. This basically we are going into the execution. Okay? How we execute the signal. Look this one. Is this a good signal? Well, it's not bad, but it's aggressive because you don't have highlighted bar here, right? You have the trend, yes. You have the alert, yes. But you don't have the momentum to go up immediately. The first highlighted bar is right here, but you don't have alerts. Wow. So can you take this bar, for example, if this bar has some kind of continuation above the high, you can. You don't have alert. You have a recent alert. Not so recent, actually. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bars before. It's not far away? Yes, it is. It is. If you are a conservative trader, you need to have more or less close the buy alert. You can take, for example, well, in this case, we have a clear resistance. This base is faking a little, went down into the 400 moving average, and during the retest, you have this signal. This is beautiful. A little aggressive to be taking the position right here because you have this mess here very close into your position. It's a little aggressive. It's not, you can take it. You can believe it. But the most conservative trader will take this bar, this breakout bar, and the high of the bar. We will explain during the next slide exactly that. Okay, this is more or less in order to show how it works with some kind of very close resistance. Okay, we have another base. It was not broken, so there was not entry. There was not fake. This is not a fake. This is not a failed signal for us. This is a signal that was not confirmed. Just this. Okay. Now, let me go to this slide where we can see the exact execution. Okay, execution is, well, first thing, this is very important. The system is a closed bar system. So you have to wait until the bar is closed. In this case, this is a daily time frame. You will not see the alert this day. You will see the alert the next day, right? And you can take the position if you are above the previous day high. This is the entry. Where we set the stop, this is not related with our system. This is a general concept. in technical analysis. We are taking a long position. Well, we have to be sure that very more or less close to the entry, we have some base, some kind of support, some kind of demand area. So we use pivots, bases. This is more a mini base than a pivot. But basically, this seems to be a very interesting stop. You can use this one at the same time. We like when this is a movement that is really starting right here. I know this because this 20 moving average is crossing the 200 period moving average. So we have some moving average overlapping situation, and we like that. I love when all the moving averages are together and we begin to go up, to retest, and to go up and to receive an entry. This is beautiful. Okay? We have another buy signal. It can be taken above the high of this mini base. So right here. Well, there was a gap, but obviously it helps a lot. But in some way, this is reflected during the with the methodology, using the methodology through the different long-term and medium-term momentum deposition. This is basically the concept. So it's very common to receive a gap or something. Maybe this is earnings or something like that. We don't know. Okay, to have a signal and after some period, boom, an explosion. Let me go to this example, to the slide number 21. Slide 21. Just 1 second. This is a very nice, very interesting example because it's not so good. I like to show messy examples because the most important with the system is how it performs when things are not so nice. Okay? AMAT, okay. In this example, AMAT is showing, this is a technology stock, is showing an extended reversal process right here in the base. More or less extended. This is a base basically showing a few failed breakdown attempts and failed signals. Okay, we don't like failed signals, but they provide very good information and relevant clues about both this one basically and this one failed sell signals. We can see into the left direction, but as a general rule, we can say that 2 or more consecutive failed alert signals or buy alert signals, doesn't matter, direction, are very good information about the end of the previous, in this case, down move. We know that we have a down move because this guy, which is the 200 moving average, going down more or less sharply. So we have a down move that is ending right now. Okay, turning around right here, and we have a couple of buy signals right here at the same time. Note that the system started to paint the bars. This is very anticipatory, obviously. We are going into a 450 moving average, going down, not sharply, but going down. So by definition, this is aggressive. These entries are both aggressive. We have then a retest, very short retest, by the way. We love retest. We prefer a little bigger retest. I mean, coming from here, not so short, because as a retest, I prefer to see people selling not a lot, but something, and being stopped by the support. Okay, this is more or less the concept. So now we have the opportunity to receive a very interesting help from our indicator, S momentum and convergence indicator. Okay? You can see that this is almost perfect. The convergence, and the S momentum at the same time. So even if you are aggressive, okay, and you want to, or not so aggressive, you want to take this position, this crossover, okay, you are being helped by both indicators that this position has good chances to succeed, okay? And this is exactly what happened, okay? We have this other entry right here. Let me talk a little about this yellow indicator. This is very precise comment, but this is important. This indicator begins to show some kind of downtrending. Look, this lower low and this lower high. This is very small detail, okay? But indicator can provide that information. So this is in some kind of announce that when you have the cross, this cross, if you didn't get the entry, let's suppose we have a buy signal right here, the best thing to do is to wait until it crosses up clearly. For example, right here, okay? And it's not recommended to take the entry when you have the yellow crossing down the green, okay? This is very interesting comment in order to maximize the use of these indicators. This is a messy example because actually AMAT has problems every time the stock did a breakout. Immediately the S momentum, well, is showing problems. Okay, this is the reason because I say that this is a messy example. Okay, right here, for example, is perfect, and right here, more than perfect. But you have to use wide stops here because you are a little extended in some way. So you can use a small stop right here. The bear is here, or even this area, which is a minor support. You probably know that. Okay, this is an interesting support, this maximum area. Okay, let me go to the next example, which is the number 22. This is COMCAST. Okay, well, this is a strong uptrend, really. It was triggered right here. Okay, so when you have this signal, you say, well, what I am going to do? Can I take this one? I don't like this one in particular because the yellow is crossing below the green. So I prefer to wait until they up cross. And this is the best signal for that. The convergence is okay. It's okay. We have some kind of deviation right here, but it's okay. This is acceptable. And we have a lot of secondary entries right here. All of them very good. The only problem is right here when this guy, this S momentum, in some ways like breaking this base, its own base right here, going below this minimum. I don't like this. For me, it's over until we have more stability. Look, the convergence is completely out of stability, right? And here, the same. This is the top, clearly. After a strong up move, and we have these kind of things, and this yellow one crossing up and down, this is the end of the movement. We don't like to be taking a long, even if we are having some kind of retest into this 100 moving average, right? Good example. The next one, CSX, transportation, trains. This is the number 23. Exactly. Well, CSX is showing a breakout pattern. This is a breakout right here. Okay. And the first signal is always aggressive. Look, this guy, this is a 100 moving average going down. I don't like this, basically. I like when you have the 100 and then 200, obviously the 20 and the 40 are going up, okay? We don't have the 450 here because we don't have data enough here. This is the reason. So, which is the signal? This could be the signal. A little all the time. Take care with the stops. Okay, don't use when you use aggressive entry with an aggressive signal. Don't use tight stops. Don't use the low of the entry bar. Don't use this one. You have to go lower. You have to go here or here. This level, more or less. Okay? You can use the 100. This is a good idea, the 100. I love the 100 moving average because normally all the retests are doing are made into the 100 moving average. Okay, when as a continuation pattern. Okay, you can use the 100 as a stop at the same time. Yes, I like that idea. We have secondary entries, but the best entry, there is no doubt, is this one. Look, convergence perfect, the S momentum perfect, both going up, green, yellow, green retesting right here during this signal. This is perfect. Breaking the base or above this alert bar high or above this point, if you like, this is perfect, right? What about this one? Well, can work. A little extended the movement. You can see here the green one, which is the slow momentum plot. You can see that it's a little extended. It's probably going down at any moment. This is exactly what happened. Okay, if you got this entry right here, for example, the entry above this high, well, when you have this cross right here, you have to get out of the position. Believe me, it's a little extended. These are experience, okay? And we can help with that. We have training for this, for the use of this system. Look, this entries going into the same 200 moving average direction. This is okay, but we don't have momentum enough, and we have this 100 moving average going down, but there is no highlighted bar here. It's a condition that we don't have. Previously, I was talking to you that you can take an entry with two conditions, but not with this moving average going down. Okay? Not all these cones at the same time. Right? Let me move to the next one. The next one is very interesting. Is the number CDX is Chevron Energy, number 24. This is weekly time frame at the same time, so short in weekly time frame, something. So this, you know, I mean, but anyway, for educational purpose, I think it's good in order to see the synchrony. Look, this down move, okay, indicator perfect, convergence. S momentum perfect, really perfect, really perfect. Look, these signals are very nice, beautiful, a very strong, potent down move, right? Another signal here, the indicator is not so good, it's going down, it's going away of the stability area. The signal worked, actually, but not too much, poor. We can see that it's not going to work. For this indicator, at the same time, this indicator is going up right here and going up right here. Look, if you are in this position because you are aggressive or you didn't realize that it's risky, and you see this yellow crossing so strong here, and you are here, close the position immediately. Okay. Well, here we have MAR. This is Marriott. Weekly time frame, very nice example. Very nice example. This is slide number 25. Slide number 25. This is a strong up move. We have the first signals right here. How do you think we can use these alerts? Well, look, this green one. This guy is going down sharply. It's just turning around. It's aggressive. These alerts are a little aggressive. You can say, well, but they work. Yes, but you can use wide stops. Don't be afraid to use wider stops. Using a stop right here, for example, because you can adjust with the size how many stops you trade according to your trading plan. Obviously, you have a trading plan, right? Okay, the next entries right here. This is perfect. Right here, this is perfect. This is good. A little extended. When you see this S momentum going down, it's a good moment to take profit if you take this stop. If you take this stop, you have to go, I don't know where, maybe yes, maybe here, yes. And as it's a closed bar, maybe you were not stopped, but we don't know. When we are a little extended, you have to be cautious, obviously. Okay? NVDA. Now, we're going to discuss an interesting example, NVIDIA in weekly time frame, daily time frame, and minute time frame, 1 minute time frame. Okay? Give me 1 second, please. Just 1 second. I need fuel. So, we have a lot of signals right now. But what signal can I use? Can I take advantage of? Well, use the indicators. Use indicators. This is being prepared. We are being prepared right here going into the stability area, but we got the stability area right here. Well, this is the most aggressive alert you can use. Where to put the stop? Well, right here. Okay? Right here. It worked. I am not so aggressive. I'm more conservative. Well, we have to wait until the breakout is confirmed right here. And we can use this alert. Yes. The yellow one is okay. The convergence is okay. Perfect. Almost perfect. Or we can use this one and use this base as the stop. For example, this potent bar low. This is a good option for original stop loss. What about this entry? Well, I don't like this dip, really. I don't like this down move, so I wait. What about this? Much better. What about this? Much better. You can use this. This one? Yes, but not so. This green is a little, showing a little dip. I don't like this dip too much. I prefer this cross up and this alert. This alert is perfect. It's a buy, potent bar. This guy, the green one, is definitely going up. The yellow at the same time after the crossover. And this one is perfect. So you can see that combining the three elements of the alerts with the convergence indicator and the S momentum indicator is practically, I mean, I don't want to use that word, but it's not unbreakable, but more or less. Okay, more or less. When we see an individual case showing this kind of a strand of momentum in weekly time frame, we can trade a weekly time frame as a core trader, traditional core trader, or we can say, let's zoom down to daily time frame. Note, for example, in this case, this is May. This entry is May of 2016.
Okay, looks like he's having some electrical issues on his end, but as said, he'd be back on in just one moment. Okay, what we'll do here, while he's jumping back on, trying to see if we can get his power taken care of. So I wanted to cover the Trading Total special offer. One of the things we like to do is give a little bit more of an extended trial of MetaStock. So what we can actually do is a 3 months for the price of one trial. In other words, if you pay for 1 month subscription to MetaStock, then you'll actually get 2 additional months for free. And this is for individuals that have attended this webinar. And I'll give you a couple of links that you can go to. And also in contacting Eduardo, he can actually set you up with his systems. And I'm sure he can actually go over a way to do that here if we're able to get him back online here shortly. So the links here to the trial through TradingTotal is metastock.com/TradingTotal341. We also have a free trial available, but one of the things that we like to talk about in the extended trial is it gives you a little bit more of the opportunity to use MetaStock, but also, for example, use Eduardo's tools if you contact him. Gives you time to actually apply some of the techniques that you've learned and apply it in your trading, etc. So definitely take a look at those links. Now, one of the things that we do include with the trial is kind of a step-by-step tutorial. It's called Unleash the Power of MetaStock. And what this will do is actually get you up and going and walk through some of the functionality of MetaStock and help you actually start utilizing it within your trading process. Now, it looks like Eduardo is back online. He is logged back in the room. It sounds like we can hear him again.
We are talking about NVIDIA, about the entry in daily time frame, and the advantage of using the weekly time frame in order to support a daily time frame entry, right? And we were talking about the different possible entry. The day of when we have the alert in weekly time frame was right here, May 2016, and May 2016 we have this alert in daily time frame, and this is perfect. This is going up, a dip, but a crossover. So we have the conditions to get the entry. Green ribbon, alert, highlighted bar, and convergence, and S momentum, perfect. Going into stability area, so we can use a smaller stop, for example, right here, for example, or this base here is practically the same, and our reward risk would be probably much better or the same in the worst of the cases. Okay, this is very nice. Right, for day traders, we have 1 minute chart right here showing this day, the same day, and the entries. We can see here about 10:30, we have all the conditions in more than acceptable, with a more than acceptable quality. We have the convergence okay, the S momentum okay, the signal, highlighted bars, and the trend. the ribbon right here. Stop to be used, to be set, well, this base or this base right here. And it's really, really working very nicely. We have another possible entry right here or right here. In all of the cases, this one seems to be much better from the convergence point of view. Another example right here. I would like to move forward a little fast in order to show how to select these patterns. I think this is interesting. We have, in this case, this is an aggressive entry. S momentum is okay, but this is much better. We have the indicators okay, convergence, S momentum, highlighted bars, buy alert, and ribbon. This is the conservative entry, right? Same for this down move, it's okay. This is a little aggressive. Why? Because I am going into the 200 moving average going up. Same this one. Every entry is a little aggressive, really, right here, because we have a very strong, a potent up move right here. But the system performed perfectly. Anyway, it performed really well. How we find those stocks supposed to go up? Well, stocks showing high momentum on larger time frames, for example, weekly time frame, as we were analyzing in every example. Stocks showing high momentum on medium to shorter time frames, for example, daily time frame. How we find that pattern using MetaStock? We are going to use a fantastic capability, functionality, which is the Explorer functionality. And in this case, we use the TradingTotal long-term bullish weekly because it's especially designed for weekly time frame, and we select the weekly time frame right here. We did that exploration. Let me show the results. These are the results. This presentation was prepared at the end of the year, December 12th, as you can see, and we got something like 19 stocks. We selected using technical analysis concepts like moving average, volatility, and a lot of things, and we got practically half of the examples we were discussing today. AMAT, Chevron, COMCAST, CSX, okay, Marriott, and semiconductors. So we performed the exploration in just 8 minutes. We screened 6,000 stocks in just 8 minutes. This is a reference only because it depends on the computer, it depends on internet basically, how fast is your internet is at that moment. But this is a specific exploration using this Explorer strategy, TradingTotal strategy, to screen the whole universe of stock, all the exchanges, in only a few minutes. Okay? This is a way to find these very good high momentum stocks. Today, in order to go into the final part of the webinar, we have a special promotion for attendees, right? We are offering the 4 TSS systems licensed for life, paying only one system, $490, and you receive the 4 systems: MTSS Original, MTSS 2, TSS, and HTSS. And you also receive 4 our TradingTotal exploration strategies: potent red bar, for example, or red bar and high momentum, and this strategy that was used right here, the weekly exploration, this one, TradingTotal long-term bullish weekly. Okay. At the same time, we are also offering a subscription service. You can lease the service for $49.99 a month. One strategy, any of the 4 strategies, we were discussing, and S-momentum and convergence indicators, and 6 scanning strategy at your choice. At the same time, we have a little more complete service called premium service with the 4 strategies, all the strategies, 4 indicators, and 8 scanning strategies for $69.99 a month. No contracts, no commitments, only 1 month, and you can use the service. And you receive the training too at the same time. We have a special offer for people that in some way, well, they don't own the MetaStock platform, first-time user, for example, or if you like to upgrade. If you buy 10 months of TSS premium subscription service in advance, okay, you get the MetaStock 15 DC end of day for free, license for life for free. And you want to upgrade, you receive the upgrade at the same time. Okay? Well, basically, thank you for being here with us. I'm very sorry for the inconvenience, but it was a pleasure to me to address this audience, okay, so you. I will be here for a while if you have some question or something. I'm very pleased to be here. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Eduardo, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for speaking. If you could do me a favor and put on your contact information so people can give you a call or contact you through email. Also, everyone, now is a great time to ask any questions. If you have questions that you want to ask, go ahead and throw them in the chat box. We'll hang around here for a couple minutes. And we'll let Eduardo throw his contact information on the screen. And as always, this presentation has been recorded. Oh, put it in the chat box. So TradingTotal-USA.com, metastock.tradingtotal-USA.com, and he's also thrown his email. Hopefully everyone can see that. So please let us know if you have any questions. Like I said, we'll hang around here for another minute, but thank you very much for attending this session. It's always a pleasure, and until next time, happy trading.